Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Spooky as recorded by the Atlanta Rhythm Section on guitar. Now, if you're looking for the version as done by Dusty Springfield, I do have a lesson on that version on my channel. Now, this version is a little bit different. It's in a different key, has some slightly different chord shapes. I'm going to go through the whole thing. It's basically about 16 bars you've got to learn, and that is the main progression. But real quick, before we jump into that, if you're new to the channel and you haven't downloaded my fretboard guide yet, I want to give you a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard map that's going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales that I use to basically visualize the entire fretboard. And I want to give it to you completely for free. It's just a 1-page PDF. All you got to do to grab it is go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard-guide, or you can click the first link down below. All right, well, hope you enjoy that as my gift to you. And with that said, let's break it down. Let's break down how to play Spooky as recorded by the Atlanta Rhythm Section on guitar. Now, we're going to kick this off with really just this 2-bar chord vamp. We're in the key of E minor, and we're going to be moving between an E minor 7 and an A13 chord. Here's what it sounds like. So I'm using 2 shapes here. The first one is E minor 7, and I've got the low open E string in there, and then on the 5th string, I'm playing 7, and then I'll move down from there. Then I've got 9, 7, and then 8. That's my E minor 7 chord. Now you could go all the way and bar to that 1st string. I'm just keeping it 4 fretted strings there, and then the low open E. So that's my E minor 7, and then from there I'm going to move to an A13 chord. And the way I play this is actually I grab these 3 notes here first. So I play the 7th fret of the 4th string, then the 6th fret on the 3rd string, then the 7th fret on the 2nd string. So I've got those 3 notes there, and I'm using ring, middle, pinky for those. And then I put my thumb on the low E string. Now, you could play it like this with your index finger. I just use the thumb a lot, so that's comfortable for me. Basically, what this is based out of is like your A kind of typical major bar chord here, but we're adding that note F sharp, which is a nice, just sweet tone on top, as opposed to just like an A like this. We've got that F sharp on top, which is actually like the 6th or the 13th. That's why it's called an A13. So here, I'm playing this groove where I play the low E string, and then on beat 2, I'm hitting that E minor 7 and then kind of getting off. 1, 2, it's like real staccato. And then 3 and 4 and. So that's 3 and. I play it again, just 8th notes, and you can strum this. I'm playing, you know, kind of finger style with my fingers. That sounds cool. Or you just strum it. That's a great groove as well. So then on beat 3, I'm going 3 and then on beat 4, I just kind of hit the string. So 1, 2, and 3 and 4 and. Almost like a snare drum backbeat. Then on the next chord in the 2nd bar, I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's 1 and. Then on beat 2, I hit the strings and do that percussive strum again. So 1 and 2 and. Then on the and of 2, I hit the chord again. So 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then I finish on beat 4 with that backbeat sort of slap or strum there, just percussive strum. So all together, it's going to go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now that is the majority of the song. Now, jazz musicians call this chord progression a 2-5. And so it's basically an E minor 7 to, you know, an A7 or A13 in this example. But it's a very, very common chord progression. So practice that. Now we're going to do 8 bars of that. So it's going to go, you know, when you think about the melody. Then again. All right, then the next 4 bars, we have a little change here. We're gonna play 2 bars of the E minor 7. Now there I did the same rhythm, but instead of changing chords, I just did the full rhythm there on E minor 7. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and then we go to the A13 and we hit it. This is over the words, and you stop, and we just hit that chord and get off. 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have this great chord here. This is a little bit of tension and dissonance in the progression. This is a diminished chord. Basically, I'm playing a B flat diminished, and I'll show you how I do it. I play kind of like that A13 that we had, but what I do is I move these 2 notes up 1 fret. And then I move the bass up from A to B flat. So what it works out to be is the 6th fret of the low E, the 8th fret of the 4th string, 6th fret on the 3rd string, and 8th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, and you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just hit those and then let the second one ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if that's too hard, you could just play the top part. That sounds good too. So backing up, we've got 2 bars of E minor 7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and then a break on A13, 2, 3, then the diminished. Then we finish with this. All right, we've got this cool little rhythm and 1 new chord. So I went back to that main progression, the E minor 7 to the A13. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and now in the last bar, in the 4th bar of this little sequence here, I'm playing a B minor 7 instead of the A13. So this chord, you can play it like this at the 7th fret, 7, 9, 7, 7, 7, 7. Now I'm gonna play a triplet rhythm. I'm gonna go triplet, triplet. So I'm basically playing 5 strums. Then we're back to the top. So here's the whole progression played as one piece, just so you can hear it in context. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay on E minor, break to the diminished, 3, 4, and back to the groove. All right, at this point in the tune, what happens is it actually modulates up. So then you would take everything and you go up 1 fret. And there, I'm just not playing the low E, I'm playing the root now on the 5th string for like kind of the main groove. So take your time with this tune. If some of those chord shapes are new, you've got to give your fretting hand time to develop the muscle memory to be able to get to those chords on the beats that they need to be played. And to help you put this together even more, be sure to grab my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to map out the entire fretboard. And this is so useful. It's one of the most useful useful things that I've ever put together, and it's just one page. I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click the first link down below. As always, thanks for your support here on the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you in another video real soon.